something weird. It helps the fight. It gives the power.
Welcome to WatchMojo. And today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 rewatchable moments in Everything Everywhere All at Once.
I can think of whatever nonsense I want. It's somewhere. 在另外一个空间，它真的存在。
For this list, we're looking at the most mind-blowing, exciting, and emotional scenes in this creative multiverse movie. If you haven't seen every bit of Everything Everywhere All at Once, beware of spoilers ahead. What alternate universe would you jump to if given the chance? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Jobu Tupaki introduces the Everything Bagel.
It's you. You're the reason my daughter doesn't call anymore. Why she drop out of college and gets tattoos?
After Evelyn learns that the multiverse exists, she's confronted by a sinister alternate version of her daughter named Jobu Tupaki. During their conversation, the antagonist reveals that she combined a bunch of random elements and essentially made a black hole she calls an everything bagel.
What is that?
I got bored one day, and I put everything on a bagel. Everything.
Since the Jobu Tupaki creation partly consists of a few Craigslist ads, the scene is worth going back to and slowing down to read the bizarre posts. This sequence also introduces the dangerous bagel at the center of the plot and makes audiences understand what's at stake. Packed with hilarious details and weighty ideas, this bagel scene is worth sinking your teeth into multiple times.
What is the truth?
Nothing matters.
Number 9. Pinky Kung Fu.
功夫不只是打，饼干也可以是功夫。
The process known as verse jumping allows people to borrow useful skills from their alternate selves. But although Evelyn Wang becomes a master of Kung Fu, she still has trouble fighting off her enemies. Fortunately, she had a hidden technique hidden up her sleeves.
功夫不只是打的，小指也可以是功夫。
A montage reveals that one of her counterparts forged their pinkies into deadly weapons. This paved the way for a hilarious scene where Evelyn wrecks enemies with just a couple of fingers. Thanks to great stunt work, this silly idea becomes endlessly fun to rewatch. And as a bonus, the concept cleverly returns at a crucial moment in the narrative. Who knew pinkies could be such powerful and entertaining weapons?
真的不知道怎么解释，太难了。
I need to explain.
Number 8. Rolling into the Rock universe.
Not a single moment will go by without every other universe screaming for your attention. Never fully there.
Once Evelyn begins to understand just how many worlds are out there, her mind becomes overwhelmed with the possibilities. She accidentally takes a break from it all by traveling to a universe where she and Jobu Tupaki are sentient rocks. Their highly unexpected detour initially seems like it'll be a quick gag. However, it soon becomes a poignant scene where the mother and daughter discuss what makes life meaningful. Along the way, they also grow a little closer and even share a laugh. The choice to have this scene rely entirely on subtitles instead of spoken dialogue helps it stand out as one of the film's more unique sequences. Watching a pair of rocks talk doesn't get much more impactful than this. Number 7. Alpha Waymond's fanny pack fight.
Okay, whatever you think about doing, don't do it.
When Evelyn gets in trouble with security, the heroic Alpha Waymond steps up and eats some chapstick. Instead of making him sick, this odd choice allows him to borrow fighting skills from one of his multiverse counterparts. Alpha Waymond immediately uses his newly gained abilities to make his fanny pack into a fearsome weapon. The fight scene that follows is slick, extremely clever, and surprisingly brutal at points. And to make matters more impressive, Waymond actor Ke-Huy Kwan did most of the stunt work in this tense and funny confrontation himself. This fight scene is so good that you might be inspired to start carrying around a fanny pack everywhere you go.
I'm not the Waymond who wants to divorce you. I'm the Waymond who is saving your life. Now you can either come with me and live up to your ultimate potential, or lie here and live with the consequences.
Number 6. Evelyn defends her family.
She has given us no choice. We must kill her before she becomes another Jobu Tupaki.
A group of experienced verse jumpers were ready to subdue 3 members of the Wang family in hopes of saving the multiverse. Just when hope seems to be lost, Evelyn finds a way to fight back. During this breathtaking scene, she borrows heightened senses from a counterpart who was blinded at a young age, and borrows sign-spinning techniques from another variant. We'd revisit this fantastic sequence for the fight choreography alone. But what really makes this scene wonderful is how it seamlessly blends scenes from the main universe and the two that Evelyn jumps to. Although this fight could have been disorienting, it became another excellent demonstration of the film's complex and fun multiverse concept.
Is he dead?
See? Not that. Go.
Number 5. Evelyn stands up to her father.
係，
做咩啊？
你唔好再叫我做阿爸，我冇你你個女啊！
For most of the movie's runtime, Evelyn is desperate to get any version of her father to approve of her decisions. But when he stands between her and saving her daughter, she decides to finally speak out against him. Evelyn uses her stirring speech to let her dad know it's okay to make mistakes.
Just like a mother. But now I see. It's okay that she's a mess.
Although her monologue contains a lot of specific problems from her own life, it feels remarkably universal for anyone who's ever struggled to get approval from a parent or a mentor. Evelyn's inspiring words remind us that even if someone you care about doesn't fully understand or accept who you are, you should never apologize for being yourself.
你唔中意，唔接受，都唔緊要，因為呢個就係我。
Number 4. The Rakakuni Rescue Mission. While Evelyn is describing the multiverse, she accidentally refers to the movie Ratatouille as Rakakuni.
Rakakuni.
What?
Rakakuni. You know the one with the chef? And he makes bad food. Pui. And then this raccoon sit on his head. Ooh, control him. And then he cooks good food.
Do you mean Ratatouille?
Although this seems like a throwaway joke, she later finds a universe where this mammal exists.
You can't tell anyone.
She's seen too much. You know what that means? Get her!
It was immensely surprising and funny to see a raccoon control a chef named Chad by pulling hair just like Remy the Rat did in Ratatouille. But the best part of this plotline is its conclusion. After animal control comes for Rakakuni, Evelyn decides to help get the animal back.
We're all useless alone. It's a good thing you're not alone. Let's go rescue your silly raccoon.
The humans hilariously take turns controlling each other's hair to save the little chef. Watching a simple movie title mix-up blossom into a successful rescue mission was absurd, wonderful, and shockingly satisfying. Number 3. A Multiversal Melee.
You're like me.
That's right. I'm the one you're looking for. I'm the one who's going to defeat you.
Jobu Tupaki's ability to effortlessly jump through the multiverse made her virtually impossible to beat in a one-on-one battle. But after walking through most opponents, she finally meets her match when Evelyn catches up. While every one of their fights is fantastic, their final clash is the best of them all. This visually stunning duel sees them travel through countless universes as they trade blows. While parts of the fight are played completely straight, the movie also sneaks some comedy into their clash.
Or we just hang around.
The battle's brilliant balance of humor and tragedy, excellent choreography, and arresting visuals made it the movie's most tremendous fight. Number 2. Waymond shows Evelyn another way. Right before a violent battle breaks out, Waymond steps forward and calls for peace.
The only thing I do know is that we have to be kind. Please, be kind.
Although he's afraid and hopelessly outnumbered, he still believes that he can prevent a bloody conflict. Waymond's emotional words are beautifully intercut with scenes where alternate versions of himself encourage kindness and optimism in the face of any difficulty.
我总是看到事情好的一面，那不是因为我天真，而是必要，而需要。这也就是我的生存之道。
This incredibly inspiring scene is supported by stellar performances and gorgeous cinematography. And after Waymond finishes talking, Evelyn stops trying to inflict pain and tries to help others heal. His words lead to a series of quick scenes where multiversal warriors get to experience true happiness. Waymond's pivotal scene ultimately showed the characters and the audience how powerful kindness can be.
Evelyn, please! No more!
I don't want to hurt you.
Before we unveil our #1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. Evelyn learns martial arts. She effortlessly turns the tables on her angry opponent. Opening sequence. Going back and finding all the foreshadowing is ridiculously fun.
I want to be an actor just like you did. Hey, maybe 你也可以去试镜。
Deirdre and Evelyn have a heart-to-heart. It's nice to see this duo talk instead of being at each other's throats.
What did my silly husband say to you?
He told me about your situation.
The Hot Dog Universe love story. Who knew such a bizarre romance could feel so sweet?
Even in a stupid, stupid universe where we have hot dogs for fingers, we get very good with our feet.
Evelyn's multiverse montage. Fans have to rewatch it several times to catch all the verses she appears in. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. #1. Evelyn doesn't let her daughter go. One version of Joy Wang became the villainous Jobu Tupaki after her mind and attention became split across the vast multiverse.
You know why I actually built the bagel? It wasn't to destroy everything. It was to destroy myself.
The constant noise and overstimulation drove her to want to jump into an all-consuming everything bagel in the hopes of permanently finding peace. However, Evelyn refuses to let her daughter go through with this plot. After Jobu Tupaki steps into the bagel, her mom makes one last attempt to keep her child in the multiverse.
And of all the places I could be, why would I want to be here with you? Yes, you're right. It doesn't make sense.
Evelyn's words beautifully summarize all the movie's themes and fittingly bring the story full circle. And as she speaks, the movie features weird, action-packed, and heartwarming imagery. This climactic scene perfectly captures why we love rewatching Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Do you still want to do your party?
We can do whatever we want.
Nothing matters.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.